Hello, my name is Julia. Welcome to my channel. Today we are doing another pick a card, and this is on your spiritual gifts. So we're going to have 5 piles. I'm going to go ahead and show them to you right now. This beautiful blue bag right here is going to be pile 1. The purple bag will be pile 2. The silver bag will be pile 3. The red bag will be pile 4. And the gold bag, last but not least, will be pile 5. As per usual, timestamps will be in the description box and in the comments. I'm really excited to get into this. I got a download from my spirit guides that a lot of us have new upgrades, spiritual upgrades and gifts that have come in. And so as intuitive and aware and awakened that we are, there's some new ones that are there that we might not be fully consciously aware of, that they're there for us to start to hone in on and strengthen and utilize. And I'm hearing from my guides that includes myself. So I'm kind of really anticipating this reading. I'm excited to get into it. So thank you for coming to this reading. I hope you will feel called to like and subscribe. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take it to pile 1. Okay. Hi, pile 1. If you chose the blue bag, pile 1, these are your spiritual gifts. Hi. Okay, so I just laid the cards out right now, pile 1, and this is a very interesting energy, and I'm going to try to read it and translate it the best way I can. Because it's like sometimes I guess you could say things that aren't of this world are kind of hard to explain in words. I don't know if I'm making any sense, sorry. But not that you're not of this world, because we're all kind of stuck here right now, right? But this energy, this gift, it's really interesting. Multiple gifts. Okay, so first of all, I want to tell you, I believe that this is something you have now, but it's kind of being really activated now, like it's newer. So you might not be fully aware that you have this yet. And it's almost like on some level, like in first I just want to say too, this in the astral, I think you're kind of like a spiritual judge kind of, but how it plays out here, how this is manifesting here is you're like a catalyst for a lot of things, but for a specific type of person. I'll try to explain this, and I'll explain it with the cards. So you have the ability, you're a catalyst that for people, okay, I feel like in your past you might have found yourself in situations where people had maybe not the best intentions for you always, you know what I mean? People who might have tried to do some malicious things, and you've come out of that and passed these spiritual tests, and that's made you like it's like now you're like a spiritual judge. Well, you probably already were, and you probably were before you even came into this life. But so I guess what I'm seeing here is starting off with the Ace of Wands in reverse next to the World and the Tower is what it is like before somebody even starts something, like when somebody has like this like an idea, like you put an end to it. Just it's like this it's like when somebody has plans, or like people who have plans of doing like ill intentions, or scammers, shysters, people who get over on people, or people who are not, this is like okay, I know I'm jumping all over the place, like people, we are here for the changing of the ages at this time, you know what I mean? And so people who have, it's like you're a part of this cleansing, this like almost like purging that's going on the earth. So it's like you'll come in contact with people, whether you're consciously aware of it or not, who might participate in lower vibrational activities. They might not be doing, well, they're not living a high vibrational life, and you might, whether you're aware of it or not, but just these people coming in contact with your energy, you're like a catalyst that them coming in contact with you, it'll like set off a domino effect of events in their life where things they had planned, it ends before it begins. Them coming in, it's like on a spiritual level, like from your higher self already sees what's going on, and it's like calling it into the right spirits who come in and end it before it starts. Now I know that sounds kind of far-fetched, but I promise you that's how I'm seeing this. All of a sudden you might, and how you might see this manifest is certain people who you know or come in contact with, all of a sudden and I know everyone's going through all kinds of towers in their life right now because there's all kinds of stuff going on in the world, but this is how I'm seeing it play out. Is you might notice certain people who come in your life, all of a sudden you don't hear from them as much anymore, or you start hearing that there was a major tower that happened in their life and a lot of things are starting to end. And that doesn't mean that everybody you know who's going through something like that is because of this, but for the people, there are certain people who will come, it's like strategically designed, like you're placed in, the people who have this pile, you will be placed in specific areas and situations where they're meant to come in contact with your spirit, because on a spiritual level, your spirit sees everything that they're doing, right? And it will put things that they had planned that were no good, will be ended before it started. It's like your spirit takes control of the situation and will leave these people in loss. And it's not that we're trying to put people in loss, but these are people who had ill intentions. These are people who really had malicious intentions of hurting or fighting people, or just, you know what I mean? They had something where they wanted to cause problems. And like, for instance, they might, and some of them, even specifically towards you, look at the lion in this strength card. This is the double majors deck. You see, she's turned and doesn't see that lion's getting ready to attack her. Next to that, we have these nails. The Hierophant in reverse. The Judgment doesn't go in their favor. Okay? It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. With adjacent possibilities, I'm hearing adjacent realities. It will end before they even get a chance to do whatever they had planned to do, because of your spiritual ranking. Okay? It's like all of a sudden they'll find themselves, it'll feel like then they're all of a sudden in a parallel universe. They probably had all these grandiose ideas and plans of how to come up and things to do and what they were going to, whatever their, unrighteous plans were. And, things that they had been strategizing, things that they were doing when they thought you weren't looking. But you see this transfer, this butterfly, them coming in contact with you is causing a transformation in their life. Because what they don't know is that you're like a spiritual judge. It's not going to happen, whatever they had planned. It's like the ruling doesn't go in their favor. All of a sudden they'll find that there's all kinds, just for planning it, thinking it, wanting to do something, and coming in contact with your energy, they'll find themselves having all kinds of towers, find themselves in loss. And it's not that, oh God, that commercial's on. Sorry, I had meditation music on and I forgot. Oops. Okay, so anyway, sorry about that distraction. Something about distractions too. Yes, that's what it is whatever they were planning on doing, they'll all of a sudden start getting all kinds of distractions before they can go through with their plans, right? And this is something, it's like with communication reverse, you won't ever have to like communicate this or speak it or try to do it. It just automatically happens. Your aura, your energetic field is like a catalyst that's meant to come in contact with certain people who are still living out these not high vibrational lives. And when they do come in contact with you, all of a sudden they'll notice there's things that they had planned on doing doesn't happen. It ends before it starts. They'll feel like they all of a sudden jumped into a parallel reality, a parallel universe, Mandela, that type. You know what I mean? And they'll never have suspected it's because of you. And they might wonder, like, why didn't that work? I've done that kind of thing millions of times before, and I don't know why everything's going wrong in my life now. It's because they got the right one today. You know what I mean? They got the right one today. They do not want this spiritual smoke with you. You know what I mean? Like, they don't see it coming. With this earth sign right here, yes, it's possible you could be an earth sign. You don't have to be though. But what I'm channeling from this is if you look at that, it looks like from the Ace of Pentacles, that like holding the coin right there, is that this is being gifted to you like right now. And I know you're probably like, how is this a gift? Well, it's just actually, it is one of your spiritual gifts. I know it sounds crazy, like a gift and a curse, but it's something that, you know, the higher ups in the astrals are asking, it's part of what they're having you do here. And it is a gift though, because not everybody has this, where their energy is that high vibrational that it becomes a catalyst for people who are still doing lower vibrational activities. It's like cleaning up, you know, this planet right now. And it's not even that you have to try to do anything, it just happens automatically. All you have to do with the beaver coming out here is continue to work on your foundation. Beavers are very much always working on, it's like they're working on their home. They're very home oriented, family oriented, you know what I mean? Strong foundation. Keep doing all that. And that's what a lot of people will see when they look at you. They won't see when they look at you is the octopus, right? Look at this octopus. Octopuses are one of the most intelligent freaking animals, not just sea animals, in my opinion, animals on the whole planet, land or sea. They are so intelligent. And I know this is kind of small and the camera's kind of far. I am working on trying to fix my camera angles and distance, but I'm a little tired tonight. But okay, so around his head up here, it's all kinds of colors. Like, you is all woke. Your chakras right up here are all balanced and wide open. Like, you got the hookup, the spiritual hookup, you know what I mean? Highly intelligent. They don't see how deep you are. You know what I mean? For them to meet you, to actually be able to get you, they'd have to be as spiritual and go into the spiritual depths you've gone through, to have the kind of enlightening and anointing and calling that you have. All they're going to see is the beaver looking at you at first, not knowing, because really people don't see octopuses. They're down deep in the ocean. So to the average person, they're going to see this when they look at you. You know what I mean? But really, what you really are is this. Highly intelligent, highly evolved, highly aware, highly enlightened, highly psychic. And then coming in your energy, it's like your tentacles just... And it's almost like you absorb all their powers. It's kind of like, what was that? Oh God, what was that? I know this is like, okay, in X-Men, the one where she, like, if she touches anybody and it absorbs their powers, it's like whatever, especially if these people had any spiritual gifts and they were abusing them, it's like you're like a spiritual judge on the astral right away. Your judgment is not in it doesn't, the judgment doesn't go in their favor. It's like, no, I'm finding you guilty of abusing your gifts and I'll take them. Thank you. Like that. Like that. And I know this one sounds like kind of like a woo-woo reading, but this is really how I'm reading this. This is really how I'm reading this. And I do also have to say, I know this will sound a little bit harsh, but this won't be for everybody. If you are somebody who is a practitioner, my witches and warlocks out there, with the Ace of Wands coming in reverse, you probably would be well versed in baneful magic if that was something that you wanted to do. It would probably be very powerful because you are somebody who has the legit conscience and clear conscience to not abuse it, to know where like you know what I mean, like you wouldn't just be doing it to abuse and hurt anybody, that it would be like where it was that person's karma anyways, and so it would be very powerful. But a lot of you, I feel it's really just something that it's on an energetic level. You don't have to do anything. Also, I want to say that I'm seeing here is you have the also ability, interesting. A lot of manifesting abilities. Your manifesting abilities have upgraded as well. And if you had certain psychic connections with certain people, like say, since we are shifting into a new paradigm, if you had, say, like, you know, because the way I understand it, feel is we have multiple soulmates. You know, we want to get into the whole twin flame thing, soulmates, but on a soulmate level, we have multiple ones. There might be certain soulmate connections you had from this previous paradigm that we are kind of like shifting out of into a new one, that you might have had, like, say, like a psychic connection, like telepathic connections with, like, all of a sudden they would, if they were thinking about you or talking about you, it'll like ping your psychic energy, like you're like bing, like all of a sudden they're popping up in your energy, and you're like, why does this person keep popping up in my mind all day? Well, you have also the ability, like your telepathy is upgraded to where if you wanted to cut certain people off from being able to like pull on your energy, you know, I mean, I know we all really all can already do that, but it's much stronger now. Where I feel though, like you could still probably feel their energy if you wanted to, but you will be able to block them from feeling yours. Does that make sense? I hope it does. These are very powerful gifts. This is that means your energy has upgraded, because not everybody is called to, you know what I mean? It's just, you're just certainly like, it's like strategically placed in certain places where it's like you're almost like doing a spiritual energetic cleansing just by being in that location. So, and the way you'll be able to tell is certain people, they'll either start falling out of your life, or people who wanted to start coming around, you might notice they're not anymore. And then all of a sudden you might hear that, oh, all these crazy bad things are happening to them. And you'll instantly know, like, oh my God, that's one of them. That's one of them. It's like they had to come in contact with you because your energy is like a catalyst. And I hope I made some kind of sense here. And if they don't disappear completely out of your life, you might notice a lot of them thinking like, you know, like, oh God, I don't know what's happened to my life. I'm so bored. Nothing feels the same, because nothing's happening for them. They'll be in discontent and boredom, because it's like their energy becomes like a web where they become trapped in it, where nothing they had plans to do will carry through. It'll be ended before it began. Okay? So I hope that made some kind of sense, but this is the strongest spiritual, you're like a spiritual judge in the astral. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And you're very smart, highly intelligent. I mean, octopus and strategy coming out. It's like you shift these people into like an adjacent reality from where they were going, because everybody has to go through it. There's like a huge paradigm shift happening, like for everyone. So it's like certain people who are anchored in old energies, who are refusing to ascend and level up. It's like they're not going to be going into this next, they don't get to like go with you into like, you know, these new higher energies, you know, these upgrades. It's like they downgraded themselves basically, and it's like your energy enforces it. I hope that made some kind of sense. This is really powerful, and I almost feel like saying thank you for your service, because this is like a huge service to the world. It is. And a lot of people will be like, okay, well, that doesn't seem like something tangible. Trust me though. Trust me when I say it is, and it is something needed. It really is. Yeah, people can attack you. They don't want this. You know what I mean? Like they really got the right one if they had any plans they had, but you will definitely put it into it and send them into a spiritual awakening so that they can finally, hopefully, level up, you know? But that's what I have for you today, Pile 1. Thank you so much for coming by. I hope you'll feel called to like and subscribe. I'm gonna go ahead and take it to Pile 2. Hi, Pile 2. If you chose this beautiful purple bag, Pile 2, this is your reading on your spiritual gifts. Okay. Hi, Pile 2. So this is a lot. So let's get right into it. Coming out right here, I'm hearing Cupid with the Lovers, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and the King of Cups. I'm being highlighted in my third eye. This is you up here. You have the ability to it's like bring people together. It's like almost like, you know, okay, you'll have the ability, and this is not just in relationships, but it's almost like bringing peace to people. I don't know if that makes any sense. You have the ability to, I mean, I'm sure it makes sense, but it's like you have this ability, it's like a divine gift of like bringing people together, whether it's for the first time or back together. And this could be like either in friends, in romantic relationships. It's like you're like a spiritual mediator. And it's like it might be people who said, oh, I'll never talk to that person again. I'll never work on things with that person, or I refuse to work with that person or work on things with them. But you have the ability to like turn on that light back on within them, like to have love in to reawaken their feelings, to reawaken their love, to help bring people back together, or to awaken the love within them so that people can come together. It's like Cupid. So that's what I think. That's why I was hearing Cupid. And it's a very angelic energy. It's really beautiful. Also, I'm seeing here. Oh, this is cool. Oh, I hope this is my pile. Okay, so with the Hanged Man in reverse, like you see how he has like that halo? This is like, okay, I'm channeling this. So, sorry. When opportunities that other people would miss, or opportunities that had come to pass that, like, say, for you that you might have thought you missed out on, you have this ability of like reopening certain windows of opportunity so that you can seize certain opportunities or open doors for situations that will be very beneficial for you. That will be, especially like on a material level, things that would be like, I'm hearing golden tickets or very lucrative. And it's almost, and with this Eight of Cups, it's like energetic. It's like I don't even know if you'll have to try to do it, but energetically you'll be able, like other people are going, say for like, say if it's like for a job and you're like, oh, somebody else already got it. It's like energetically you'll be able to push certain other people away to open up that window of opportunity for you. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like, so I don't know if this is gonna manifest like where it might be mentally, because I'm being also drawn to all the stars above her head, or it's like psychically, like you'll be able to just like, it's like in your mind, like psychically, like redirect other people away from a certain opportunity that will ensure that you get it. Isn't that cool? Oh my God, that's so cool. Yes! Oh my God, see, I'm sure I'm right. Next we have the Nine of Cups. You'll get your wish fulfillment. That is so cool. Sorry. But yeah, that's really cool. Okay, so next what I'm getting is, Justice, Six of Swords, and the King of Swords in reverse. Wow. Things that people thought they got away with, that they moved on from, you come in and it's like you ensure, it's like, yeah, you got a lot of angelic energy. You hold a lot of angelic energy. You will, it's like they'll come into contact with you, and when they do, it's like on an energetic level, it's like you will activate something where you will ensure that these people get their karma. You don't even have to be the one who issues it, but it's like you're like a spiritual angelic spy. It's like you come into contact with them, and whether you're consciously aware of this or not, it's like it'll ping the other angels and other spirits that will come in to be sure that people get issued their karma. You're like a walking judgment. I love it. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm sure of it. Next we have the Sun. It's like you bring the exposure. Ooh, all tied up in reverse. Okay. So I don't know if I have in this pile like any people who are like practitioners of magic. But if you are, or if you were ever interested in getting into, practicing or, starting a craft or practicing a craft, you are actually somebody who would be extremely powerful and gifted. You are capable of unbinding. Now a lot of people are like probably thinking, is that possible? Oh, yes, it is. I don't think everyone can do it. I think a lot of people think they can. But you are somebody who could actually unbind people. People who have been, like, say, had spell work put on them to be like binding work, you would be able to unbind them. So say, like, if somebody didn't want their man to ever leave them, but it was especially like oh God, I see this all the time. These, sometimes there's just these toxic relationships and somebody's just like, I want him to stay with me forever. And that's okay. Everybody has their own reasons for doing things. Oh, there's a spirit over here right now. I felt it right now. Sorry. it's like they just touched me. Anyways, sorry. Which is letting me know that this is a confirmation. But maybe that's not in that person's spiritual contract to stay in that relationship forever. And so say maybe one person tried doing like a binding spell. You are somebody who could actually unbind a person. You have that power. You do. Or at least bring exposure to that person. You'd be able to see right through it that magic had been done, that some energetic work had been done, and expose that to a person that yes, there has been work, somebody's done energetic work on you, and you could expose it so that person can then take the necessary steps to get themselves unbound. Ooh. I just feel like this is more of a confirmation for whatever reason, even though it says narcissist in reverse. I just feel like situations that were toxic, where people didn't belong anyways. Yeah, you're like Cupid. I feel like you're like Cupid, yo. That's really cool. Yes. But it's coming out in reverse, so it's like, I feel like you're like an ego check for a lot of people too. Like people who really feel like they're entitled and can probably get away with anything. No, you're like a walking justice for these people. Also with the Empress and Manifest coming up, your manifestation energy right now is like, yes, really, really powerful. You can manifest and will into existence a lot of things. I just feel like if you're somebody who wanted to like start doing like any kind of a craft, you'd be very good at it because you have the right energy where you will be able to put your intention and energy into something and it would manifest fast. Just wanted to put that out there. Yeah, really fast with Cheetah. Oh God, yeah. And there's a lot of cups out here with the King of Cups, the Nine of Cups. That's a cup. Even on the Sun card, she's in a cup. You are highly empathic. Yeah, this is like big angel energy. I just did a reading on reading your aura, and I think it was pile 2. It was one of them, but there was like a lot of angelic energy. It's interesting because this is pile 2 too. This might be like, you might have come from that reading of that pile because there's a lot of big angel energy in this pile. But yeah, and then also whale. It's like larger than life energy, and it's from the depths. Like you are deeply empathic. You feel things deeply, very deeply. But yet with Cheetah, with fire, it's like you have the ability to manifest and make things happen quick. It's like such big angel energy. I just keep, like on the first card coming out with the lovers, with that angel at the top, I just keep, it's like Cupid. I feel like you could bring people together or separate them for like the ones that they shouldn't be there. You know what I mean? Yes, you're like Cupid. That's like what I feel like your big spiritual gift is. It's like you have the ability to bring together or separate what should not be. That is cool. That is cool AF. Yeah, you're vibrating at the Empress. This is like big angel energy right here. And if you're not aware, having a high spiritual energy like that, things will manifest for you fast. If you're not already manifesting, I would start thinking about what you want and then putting some kind of ritual or habit, like making some kind of a routine and putting it into habit, because things will manifest for you really, really fast right now. You don't have blockages. All tied up in reverse also tells me things aren't blocking you right now. I think if you were going through a spiritual upgrade, you're coming out of it and where you could just get right back into things. Yeah, things are starting to move forward for you now. Definitely, definitely. Nine of Cups. Come on, man. Wish fulfillment. These are some pretty cool spiritual gifts, and that's what I have for you today. I'm going to go ahead and take it to pile 3, but yeah, this is like big angel energy. I keep hearing Cupid. So I really liked reading this. I hope this is my pile. I hope you'll feel called to like and subscribe. I'm going to go ahead and take it to pile 3. Hi. Pile 3. If you chose the silver bag, pile 3, this is your reading on your spiritual gifts and pretty much spiritual upgrades too. So let's get right into it. Okay, so the last pile, there was like this really big like Cupid energy in it, and your energy has like an angelic feel too, but it's a little bit different. It's more of like an enforcer. One of like the more enforcing angels that with Angel Gabriel coming out here, it's like blowing the horn, like almost like you enforce karma. And I don't know if it's something you have to physically, consciously be aware of to do. I don't think it is. I think it's just something energetically you naturally do. But it probably does manifest in physical situations where it's like you be sure that the scales get evened for yourself and for others as well. I feel like there's a big justice energy, especially with right here in the middle of the board, we have the Magician and Justice. Wow, right? So you have the ability of manifesting justice for people. And that could, I guess that could be like in the court of law or like, legally or somehow, but I think this is a lot of it has to do with like spiritually. And I'm sure even like for like friends and people, like if there's something like you see something that happens, I'm sure you're one of the people who's like speaks up and makes sure that, things are made right. Like you're not somebody who just turns your head to injustices. Like you see that things are done fairly. And that's cool. And that is a spiritual gift. Trust me, it is. It really is. Okay, so coming out up here also, I know this might sound a little crazy because not everybody is a practitioner or does energetic work, but for those of you who do, I can tell that you would be somebody who is very gifted at binding with the devil coming out. Now that binding isn't always bad. You can bind your children or your pets to you if you want to ensure that they're always safe, like especially if you have small children, like bind, but you're somebody who could be very strong, be very gifted at binding. I feel that, but also I'm seeing that you have a high magnetism. If you especially like you can attract a lot of financially prosperous situations to you or people to you that would be of benefit to you. Also, you have the ability of, your magnetism is so high that you have the ability of like for yourself, I believe, and for others, like situations where say if people who, whether it was in a relationship, like people who left you, or if it was like somebody who left someone else, it's like energetically you have the ability to make this person come back. Or like say if somebody like left a situation, like say like you and somebody else did a project or work together and like they were supposed to pay you and they just left you out in the cold, like energetically, like you have the ability to bring them back and make them make it right. It's like I said, like you're like an enforcer of karma, because like with this five of Pentacles coming out next to the Six of Pentacles, it's like with all this magnetic energy, I feel like this might be an upgrade, this might be new, but you might start noticing people wanting to come back and make things right, or people who owe you money coming in wanting to pay you back, or you helping people who that's happened to, and you'll notice like you being with these people or helping these people, like things will start, you can help energetically, you would be able to help these people, like all of a sudden you'd see like people who are having a hard time, like, oh, this person, they didn't pay me what they owed me, and all of a sudden like they're hanging out with you, and then that starts happening for them. People are coming back. It's like you have a certain magnetism in your energy that automatically will draw like people back in who will want to come either back or come back to make it right, pay what's owed, pay what's due. It's like something in your energy is very magnetic, and it's also very karmic, but in a good way, where it's like people are being are like automatically forced to pay their dues, their karmas. You know what I mean? Their karmic debts. Yeah, because you have the ability, it's like energetically, it's like you are able to like make the tables turn for people. It's like all of a sudden like people who are, this Knight of Cups, people who are swindlers, people who sold a dream, who bamboozled people, like with the next coming out next to this Queen of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune reversed, you have the ability to turn it's like your energy will turn that person's luck around to where now they'll want to come back and pay what they owe, or they'll keep having bad luck. Magician and Justice, yeah, because you manifest justice, you manifest a balance. I can't even lie. Archangel Gabriel. What does he do? He blows the trumpet for judgment, right? It's like spiritually, you're like a walking judgment, almost like where it calls down a judgment on people, where spiritually, the judgment didn't go in certain people's favor, so now they have to pay this karmic debt. And so energetically, they might not understand what's going on, but it's because you energetically, like in the astral, called down a judgment to where these people have to pay a karmic debt. So how it'll manifest is they might feel that all of a sudden people who have done wrong or who owe people money or time or energy, they might, like, all of a sudden they'll be felt really called to come back and make things right. That's cool. That's pretty cool. Yep, heartache and loss in reverse. Passion ignited reverse. Yes, so it's like by doing this, you're helping, whether it's yourself or other people, to heal from heartache and loss because of the wrongs that were done to them. And the people, and making it right for the people, well, the people will no longer be able to take pleasure in doing things that cause people heartache and loss until they come make it right. Because you help people move on from challenges, including yourself. And this forces people with the zebra in reverse and the bat. Yes, the black and the white. People who haven't done the necessary shadow work that they needed to do, like they haven't integrated their shadow yet. So they're normally don't realize it, that they're operating from their subconscious. They're operating from their shadow. They're unconsciously operating from their dark side, and it's causing a lot of problems for people. So your energy will call them right into the depths of their shadow, where they'll be forced to work on themselves, and then they'll come forward and make it right. You're like a catalyst. Yes, and I think it was in pile 1, there's a lot of catalyst energy too. Man, that's cool as AF. Yeah. After, it's like you, and you could possibly be somebody who's a practitioner, like you might have, you might practice the craft, but even if you don't, it's something energetically in you that will just all of a sudden, people who have done wrong will start noticing, like the tables turn for them. Things that were so easy for them to get away with now all of a sudden aren't. They'll be having all kinds of bad luck, and they'll feel really called to make things right. What they won't consciously know is it's because it's in your energy on a spiritual energetic level. You're up there. You know what I mean? Like you're calling judgment on their lives to where it's not gone in their favor, to where they'll now have a karmic debt that they'll feel called to pay off to make it right. Nice. I like it. I really like this. They don't want problems with you. No, they don't. They sure don't. Because they go make it right. They got the right one today, right? Well, that's what I have for you today, pile 3. That's some solid energy. I am impressed. I'm going to go ahead and take it to pile 4. I really like this pile. I've enjoyed reading this. I hope you'll feel called to like and subscribe. I will see you guys in another pile or in another reading. Bye. Hi, pile 4. If you chose the red gift bag, pile 4, these are your gifts. So, hi. Okay. Yeah, so there's a lot here. So, first of all, you have the Ace of Swords coming out twice. What does that tell me? Pile 4, you are the truth. You are the truth. You know the truth, you see the truth, you speak the truth, and you call out the truth. That is for dang sure. This is giving big discernment vibes. You have the gift of discernment. You know the truth, you see the truth, and you know what to cut out. That's not the truth. Definitely. Oh, for sure. Yeah, I couldn't believe it when I seen the Ace of Swords fall out a second time from because I have multiple decks that I use when I do these messages, you know. Yeah, I mean, ooh, hello, look at that, and they're both upright. I was like, who the heck is pile 4? Because they have some powerful energy here. Wow. So there's a lot of different gifts I'm seeing here. So let's get right into it. Yeah, coming out right off the bat, like I said, the truth, discernment. You can call out the truth, you see the truth, you speak the truth, you know the truth, and you cut out what is not the truth, that's for sure. Also right here I have the 4 of Swords, and I'm getting something about lucid dreaming or astral travel. There's a lot that's going on in your dream state. I think you might be manifesting from your dream state too. But definitely, I think if there's answers you want to things, you probably have even prophetic dreams. If you want, or you can find out the truth of things from your dreams. definitely, with it coming out next to the Ace of Swords. There's just so many different gifts and things I'm seeing here, so I'm going to jump into all of them. So if I seem a little bit all over the place, my bad. It's because there's kind of a lot here, you know what I mean? So I'm also getting the King of Pentacles coming out next to the Four of Pentacles in reverse. And what I'm getting from this is, oh gosh, I'm really being drawn. Like, I've never been drawn at this before in this card. Right here above the King of Pentacles, there's like this bull, like it's like that Taurus energy. Something, hold on. It's something about if people either have something that's owed to you, or like say they owe you money or something that is owed to you, it's like you have this certain spiritual gift where you can, it's like they are forced to, it's like they'll feel magnetically or gravitate, like magnetically drawn to you, like a gravitational pull. Like it's like you have this gravitational pull. It's like you will get what you have coming to you. You know what I mean? This might be a new one, but it's like things that people didn't want to let go of. You will get it anyways. They will be forced to give it to you. You'll get it one way or the other. Yeah, you won't go without, and it'll be given. They whether they want to let go of it or not, people will be forced to pay you what's owed to you. Like you get what you got coming to you. Oh gosh, I don't know. It's every pile I've been seeing certain other aspects that have to do with like magic. Like I must have some practitioners who come watch my channel, because I'm seeing a lot of stuff that has to do with energetic work throughout these. Nothing bad, because I know some people have controversial feelings about magic. I do also see in a lot of tarot readings on YouTube, there's a lot of, I think, how do I say this, fear mongering that goes on, the way they talk about spell work and stuff. And you know, I just want to say, not all spell work is bad, and about probably less than a third of the spell work that you hear people talk about on tarot readings and YouTube, and I'm not trash talking any YouTube readers at all. Everyone's gifted, and for some people it will be spell work in certain situations, but about like probably less than a third of what you see going on with like the spell work, fear mongering on YouTube, like all that talk about this coven put us, you know, are trying to take you out with death magic, like way less than a third of that will be actually accurate. And I'm not saying they're not accurate readers, it's just I think maybe they're honing on like one person's energy, but then when they put it out as a collective reading, a lot of people might take it in like it's theirs. Anyways, I don't know why I felt the need to explain all that in your reading. I'm sorry, I know I got like totally like segued, but anyways, I think it's because I was talking about magic. And there's big manifesting magic energy here. You have a highly advanced spiritual energy here, especially given the gift of discernment. Discernment is a very powerful gift, and not as many people have it as I think they do. You know, I mean, we all do have the ability to discern at a certain level, but there's some people who are extremely good at discerning things. And with you guys having the Ace of Swords come out twice, you one of them, you know, you will be knowing. You know it, you see it, you speak it, you call it out. Yeah, so also, like, okay, so coming up here, Ace of Swords, next to it is the Nine of Swords and the Seven of Wands in reverse. And what I'm seeing is like certain things where you've seen a truth or discerned a certain situation, and if somebody tries to, like, I'm getting that, like, somebody tries to lie about it or dismiss it, like what you're saying isn't the truth, these people will be like plagued by demons. They will be haunted by demons in their sleep. They will get bad nightmares, because that's like a certain plane of existence where it's like they can't fight it. You know what I mean? It's almost like you're not psychically or spiritually attacking somebody purposely or in a malicious way, but it's something that's happening to them spiritually automatically because of something that they're a truth that they're not living. You know what I mean? It's the divine making it right, where they will be like almost like their mind will be plagued with like bad haunting thoughts. They won't be able to escape their own demons. How's that? until they come, because they won't be able to defend themselves from their own demons until they come out with the truth. And that's part of your spiritual gift, that it like enforces that. It's almost like your part of your gift is whether it's their own demons or your spirit guides sending energies to them that will force people to come outright and be, you know, the truth. It'll force the truth to come out. Now this is a really interesting gift that I'm seeing here. And I'm going to read this in two ways. We have the Magician with the 7 of Cups and the 8 of Wands. Okay? So the way I'm reading this is, if you're ever in a situation, you would be able to cast an illusion over somebody if needed be in order for you to get away from a situation fast. So if you ever found yourself like in a dangerous situation, it's like you would be able to cast an illusion that would be able to make like an escape route for you. And I know that's probably like not a situation you find yourself in often, or at least I hope you don't. But should you do that, it's like one of your gifts is you would be able to cast an illusion or make things appear a certain way in order to create an exit route or an escape route for you to get out safely. Okay? And then the other thing I'm seeing here is that you can manifest multiple things. Like you have the ability of manifesting multiple things at once, and it would manifest fast. So you have great manifestation skills. You can manifest a plethora of things at once and still make it happen fast, like at the same time. You can work on multiple manifestations at once and make them come manifest quickly. Okay? Oh God, I love it when I feel angel energy in these readings. It's so peaceful and calming. Feels so good. Next to this, next we have anxiety in the reverse and Archangel Raphael, heart chakra. You help bring peace to yourself, yes, and to others by certain things that you do. Like when you call out these truths and you have like this gift of discernment, it is something that brings a lot of peace to yourself and helps relieve a lot of people of anxieties, including, I'm sure, yourself. And it's really healing, especially to the heart chakra. It's a really peaceful, healing energy that helps people because of like the way you like call out things and speak things and always are able to discern these truths, and it helps yourself and many others. I love this. Yeah, it's one of your spiritual gifts is straight up your wisdom. To be able to have that kind of discernment, you have to have a high level of wisdom, and you definitely do. Definitely do. Yeah. Things that people think that we have the raccoon and the dragon. Woo-wee! You got one of the spirit cards. Wow. So things that people do in the dark that they think nobody can see. This is your eye. You see it. You see it, you know it, you understand it, and boy oh boy, you call it out. You're able to discern. Like they're not, people can't get over on you. They can't. And you're gonna call it out. I love it. Air signs, is that not about communication? Mentalism, like the mentalism, speaking, thinking, communicating. It's the mental plane. You are very, you could possibly be an air sign, you don't have to be, but it's like your mental energy, you're very advanced. Like your higher chakras, like your crown chakra is like lit. Lit, like you be knowing. You really be knowing. And then also what I'm getting with this, and it's coming out next to give it time, this kind of to me reinforces what I was saying up here with you can manifest multiple things at once. You don't have to wait a long time for your manifestations. I think especially if you're when you manifest something, if you speak it into existence, like maybe even do affirmations on certain things that you're manifesting, like keep reinforcing it, it will manifest super fast. Like you don't have to wait. Like you have the ability to speak things into existence and have it manifest like immediately, really fast, especially with this 8 of Wands. You have powerful mental energy and powerful energy with your words. I mean, I couldn't believe it. Ace of Swords twice. So these are some really cool gifts. Nice discernment, manifesting through the power of the spoken word. Very powerful. Very wise. and also very healing for yourself and for a lot of people. So these are the gifts I have for you today, pile 4. This was pretty cool. I hope you feel called to like and subscribe. I'm gonna go ahead and take it to pile 5. Bye. Hi, pile 5. If you chose the gold gift bag, pile 5, these are your spiritual gifts and spiritual upgrades, pretty much. So let's get right into it. Oh, I love this. There's been like at least 3 piles in this reading that had like big angel energy, and this is one of them. Which is really cool. I love when I read into angel energy. It's really highly, like what's the word? High frequency. Yeah. So okay, this is like a really cool gift I'm seeing here. For one, off the bat with Judgment coming out and like these top 3 cards, Judgment, the Star, and the 4 of Cups in reverse. Yeah. For a lot of people, you're like a walking judgment. You have the ability on a spiritual level of calling judgment on people and forcing them to make things right so that people get onto the right path. You are currently aligned with your North Node. This is part of your purpose and your destiny. A lot of this happens on an energetic level. It's not something that you actually physically have to do. It's just who you are energetically. But how that plays out is you energetically and spiritually, and probably physically even in certain contexts, call judgment on certain situations to help align people to make it right. Also, you have the ability in certain situations for yourself and for others where it seems like there was an opportunity that was missed, but it wasn't supposed to be missed. It was something that was supposed to go to you, or something that you know was supposed to go to somebody else. You, whether it's energetically or something that you physically do, have the ability of calling that bringing that opportunity back to yourself or to the rightful person that it belongs to, so that people are in alignment with their purpose, their destiny, their North Node. Really cool. Really cool. Big angel energy. Also, what I'm seeing here is certain situations where people might have tried to, like, say, for instance, when it comes to like certain opportunities or situations where people try to force a situation, like to control, like you see, we have the Strength coming out here in reverse. I mean, yeah, it's in reverse, but in this one, this is the Tarot of the New Vision. There's like a snake here on the grass. It's like things that people did in a like a snake, really sneaky, trying to force a situation to go in their favor. Where they did next to the Knave of Swords in reverse, they did something very sneaky, underhanded, probably a lot of sneaking around, spying to like force a situation to go in their favor, like playing in an underhanded way. You have the ability. It's like you see through that, and you do it so smoothly, like with a smile on your face. You have this way of aligning the situation so that it plays out the way it's supposed to. Because then next we have the Strength coming out again. Strength twice, man. You've got some strong energy. There might be some Leos in this pile, or a Leo somewhere in your chart. Doesn't have to be. But this is because you do a lot of things. You work from the heart. You work from your heart space. Big time work from your heart space. You also, I mean, when I say angel energy, you also have Angel of Love coming out. You work from your heart space. Big angel energy. But when you correct the situation, you see how in this one she's not forcing the lion's mouth open, she's just sitting on it. It's like you're sitting there, you're like, no, I'll show you how you tame a beast. And you do it smoothly with a smile on your face because you work from the heart. Beautiful, beautiful energy. And this is because of that, you help people who, yourself and other people, come out of emotional withdrawal and move into spiritual and material prosperity. And that's what you have coming to you for all the, like, it's like I feel like you're somebody who's done a lot of good deeds for other people, and it's helped people out a lot, and it's really helped people, including yourself, be on the right path, because you do work from an energy of the Angel of Love, angel energy from the heart space. And this is beautiful. And then there's like another gift I see right here, and I'm going to speak it, but there's also there's something secretive here. I think this pile might have been in like the last reading I did, like reading your aura. There was one of the piles that was like undergoing a major spiritual upgrade. I think some people might be from that pile if like you saw that reading, because there's something else coming, like a part of your spiritual upgrade that can't be spoken about yet. And it's something big, because it's like every time when I pull out the cards and I said, okay, Spirit, can you show me the spiritual gifts and upgrades for pile 5? And, for each deck I pulled in, I pulled the cards out, you know, and then when I got this deck, I said, can you show me the spiritual gifts and upgrades for Power 5? And the no card popped out, but I laughed because as my guides were telling me, it's because there's something that can't be spoken about yet. It's like it's something, there's still, in other words, there's still upgrade going on right now. And I guess it's like, we're not to know until it's done, until it's ready, if that makes any kind of sense. But there's still other gifts that can be spoken about. So, but I thought it was funny. It made me laugh. So also, this is a cool one. Confession, and then coming out next to it with fox and lizard in reverse. This is kind of also an echo of what it was saying up here. People who have like done things, who thought they were sneaky, really sneaky, and they thought they were really quick-witted. And with lizard, it's like, you know, they thought they would get away with it. It's like, because you know how like you can grab a lizard, but its tail will come off and it'll still get away. Like people who thought they were real slick, real sneaky, and doing things they wouldn't get away from, it's like all of a sudden, like you have a way of pulling confessions out of them. Even after they already thought they got away with something that they wouldn't get caught for. You know what I mean? It's like all of a sudden you have a way of pulling a confession out of these people. It's something in your energy, because of all that angelic frequency type energy that's, whether they realize it or not, it's because on a spiritual level, you're calling a judgment down on them. And so energetically, they will feel called to, it's like, admit to something or confess to something, and then you're able to make it right. And you do it so smoothly. It's like real suave, like with a smile on your face. These people probably want to, like right there, apologize, come clean, make it right. And this, for some of you, this has been going on. For others of you, this is a part of the upgrade, and it's going to be starting to take place. So you might start noticing a lot of people hitting you up that you haven't heard from in a while, and then like kind of like be like, hey, you know, like this and that happened, and I just want to let you know that, you know, my bad, and this is why I did what I did, or, you know, just wanting to come clean and make things right. It's your energy. You have big judgment energy where it's like on an energetic spiritual level, you call down this judgment, and that's part of your purpose, and it's because it's aligning you and others to what the path they're supposed to be on. And this is really cool. For all the good deeds you've done, and because you always work from the heart space, I see that you have a lot of material and spiritual prosperity coming to you. You help, because you've helped yourself move out of any kind of emotional withdrawal and done a lot of healing, and you also help do that for other people. So this is a really beautiful energy. You have a lot of gifts, big angelic energy here. I really loved reading this for you. This is where I'm going to close it out today. My battery's a little bit low, but thank you for letting me read for you today. I hope you'll feel called to like and subscribe. I'm going to go ahead and see you guys in another reading. Hope everyone's enjoying their holidays.